we felt the turnover margin was going to be significant, and it was. Normally, if you finish +3, I think we were +3 tonight, you'd win by more, but we hurt ourselves offensively with penalties. I mean, the first half, there were 4 different times we were third and 10 or more, and there's a penalty on the drive that's putting us in those spots. So we got to clean that up. I was proud of how we fought and hung in there. Defensively, we did a lot of good things against an explosive team. They're a tough team to beat here, especially when they come off a loss. I think they're 33-1. I forget the number with this quarterback and this head coach when they come off a loss, but it's pretty good. And we felt good about the plan the week leading up to it. And so we'll have a lot of good tape to watch, and we'll stay here tonight, leave in the morning. You guys can write about that. That'll be different, but that's kind of what we do. We don't want to get home at 4:30 in the morning. So, but a good team win. Any questions? Well, it's funny you say that because that's kind of how things happen. My problem with it isn't that generally north of 17 seconds, it's pretty easy. The one little trick with it sometimes is when you think you might have a first down and you're not sure, you send them out, and then you do have a first down. You got to learn to clock it with that group. But it was pretty easy time-wise. My biggest challenge is the special teams coaches call it hurricane. I'm used to calling it Mayday for 20-some years, and so I'll yell Mayday initially and then get it right. But they executed it well. Though we managed the clock well at the end of the half with points, and certainly at the end of the game. We knew crossing midfield, needing a field goal, we were going to get some heavy pressure looks. And sure enough, we got cover 0, took a sack, and then got 0 again. And Russ made a good play, giving Jerry a chance to go get it. Kind of back and forth. As a coach, you're mindful of the score, knowing you've got these takeaways, and yet it's only a 7-point game. We can't miss a field goal. We can't drop a snap. That resulted in 4 points. So there'll be a lot for us to clean up. But again, good road win. Look, it's the NFL. I mean, you credit these guys. There's a little toughness to this league. I keep saying it. There's that fine line between a groove and a rut. And you gotta bow up a little bit, and you got to demand it of each other at practice during the week. You win during the week, and I felt like we've been practicing during the week better, a lot better. And if you do that, you demand that of each other, then Sundays become a little bit less chaotic. Well, he sees coverage right away, and for him, a lot of times it's the cavities in the rush. It's not just dropping back and throwing over the rush, and so. Samaje, the backs being available, this is a zone defense tonight, so we felt like there were going to be a lot of underneath throws. And that can kind of vary week to week, but that was important certainly in that drive. Look, I said this to you guys, these guys cause fumbles at the top of the league with anyone, the team we just played. And when you watch it, and you keep watching it, you start getting mad at yourself because it's something that's being coached and emphasized. And so I think those guys got tired of me talking about it. And defensively, we were on the other end of it. And that was the difference tonight. Four takeaways. You finish +3, you're winning 98% of your games. It's significant. I felt like we played a lot of the game on their end of the field. And so what happens when you do that? The mistakes are magnified when they make them, and they're not as glaring when you make them. That's a little too far out for me. I mean, I didn't divide it in half. I understand the question. We just talked about the game tonight. We'll kind of shift to the next opponent. It's probably something that I addressed during this bye, even though it wasn't right in the middle, just, hey, this is their team, and so we're playing better, but we've got a lot of work to do. I just finished talking about it, meaning I just said it. You want me to elaborate? We dropped the snap. It's not chaotic. It's not chaotic. It's really not. I mean, they had 12 guys on the field, but we do it all the time. I mean, sometimes when you're doing that as opposed to coming out of a huddle thinking about it, it's a little bit easier, but it's not really that difficult. Yeah, it's 2 of them now. From our bench, it was the same area in the end zone of Kansas City. Obviously, that was a significant play because that's the difference. It's a 4-point play, right? That was 3rd down. So, he's got great hands in traffic, and we didn't have a good angle on it, but good play by him. I didn't see the flag. I saw something stop. I didn't know what the play stop was for, but I heard the whistles, and then they said 12 on the field. I couldn't tell if we made it or not. Did we push it right? Yeah. So it's just one of those things. All right.